teach you that you are that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. So, what's your question, brother? You want to know what we're about?
Top the rock.
So give me Deuteronomy. 28:68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it up.
So brother, what would you identify yourself as? Like nationality? African American? Yep. This is what we're dealing with, brother. We're trying to bring blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans back to their true nationality, identity, and heritage, which are the Israelites according to the Bible, right? Because that's one of the identifying factors for our people that they took for us in slavery, right? Right. So we're trying to bring our people back to that. We're trying to give ourselves the sense of identity back, so we can understand what we should do as a people. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
We discontinue from our heritage, right? It's not common knowledge that everybody knows what tribe they come from back in West Africa, right? All we know is that we are the African Americans in America, right?
That I gave thee.
So we discontinue from the heritage that God gave us in the Bible. Go ahead.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And we serve our enemies in this land, right? We serve our enemies like even when COINTELPRO came, we got put the drugs in our neighborhood, started kicking off black business, right? All of that is going straight back into the white man's pockets, right? All of that divisiveness to bring up the riches of America while keeping blacks and Hispanics at the bottom of society, right? Being docile, being strung out on drugs, right? Now again, you bring that out?
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Because we kindled a fire in the Most High's anger. The way we did that was we stopped keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that He told us about, right? Now get Psalm 83.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, from the top. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
So our enemies, they made a tumult. A tumult, you know what a tumult is? That's basically a confederacy, like a conference, right? Keep going. It's going to explain.
And they that hate thee have lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They lift up the head. They put somebody at the top of this, at the top of the totem pole. Basically. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, come and let us cut off, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel.
That's the name of African American.
Israel.
That's the name of Latino.
The name of Israel.
The name of Israel be what?
May be no more in remembrance.
So that Israel might not be any more in remembrance. Right? So when you look at all the nations of the planet Earth, right, you go to the corner and ask the Chinese man, right? You go ask the Jewish man. They know where they came from. They have a land to identify with, right? But we don't even have that. Right? We identify by two continents, by Africa and by America, right? When there's over 50 countries in Africa, and America was conquered by the white man, right? And we don't come from either of those things, right?
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Yeah, right. This is going to break down who these people we're talking about. Who these people that were come to take us into slavery, because all the Bible is a book of the Black, Hispanic, Native American history.
That's
All
right.
right. So when you read this book, you can identify with it because it's talking about our people. It's talking about our ancestors in the Bible, right? Read on. And this is what happened to our ancestors.
Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom.
Hold on, Oz. So the tabernacles of Edom. This is the table of nations, right? So this is basically the nations of today with their biblical definitions plastered on the side, right? Want to stop?
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom are the one with the so-called white men. Okay, keep going.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites, the Arabs, right here, Ishmael, right? They'll even tell you that themselves, in their whole religion, Islam, their forefather is Ishmael. They tell you that straight up.
Of Moab.
Moab, the so-called Chinese men, right? When you look into these things, right, you will see all these places in our hoods right now. All of these people are running the stores, the businesses, right, the infrastructure, right. Now get Deuteronomy 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Yeah. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
So we are going to serve our enemies, which the Lord sent against us, right? In hunger, right? Like this Baba's food mart, right? It's not ran by people.
Right.
It's ran by some Arab. It's the tabernacles of Ishmael, which it was just talking about, right? Keep going.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. All right, when you go to pay your water bill, who are you paying for that water? Right? A natural resource that everybody should have access to, but you gotta pay the white man to get access to it, right? And most of it is polluted anyway because of that same white man. So now you really have to go to him, because you can't find your own sources anymore.
And in nakedness.
And naked clothing, you gotta go to them for clothing now.
And in want of all things.
And want of all things, right? If at any point you got a question you want to ask, feel free to ask. Feel free to stop me.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
We put a yoke of iron upon our necks, which, we see the slave movies, we see them.
Somebody
right
grab
there.
a sign. One of them signs over there should have.
All the stuff they did to us, we had that yoke of iron around our neck. We were in that physical bondage.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he destroyed us. So until the Emancipation Proclamation came out, we had that yoke of iron around our neck, right? But then after that, they took that yoke off of our necks because we were at that point we were physically, mentally destroyed, right? By those previous 400 years of slavery, right?
Verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
He brought a nation against us from far. Go ahead.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flies. Oh yeah, I see that look in your eye, you already know what it's talking about. Right?
Still break it down for edification of the camp.
The American eagle, right?
How you doing?
The national symbol of this nation, America, and every white nation on the planet Earth, they use that eagle as a representation. So when you think of the transatlantic slave trade, the English, the Dutch, the French, the Portuguese, all of them use that eagle symbol.